guys, Tina here, the Critical Virgo. Welcome back to another Fragrance Fridays. Today we have more of like a chit chat kind of video. I'm not reviewing anything, and unfortunately the scents that I'm going to be talking about are a little difficult to get. The house doesn't sell them anymore, and I don't see them posted for sale a whole lot. So if that's not your thing, I understand. Just come back next week, but if you want to hear it, then stick around. Last week I have made mention that I got in trouble, not really got in trouble formally like with HR or anything, but I upset some people with my fragrances layered, and I'll just show you what they are so you know what I'm talking about. I've always been a big fan of this house and this series. It is the Gallagher Fragrances Silk series. So I have Orange Blossom, Mandarin, and Tulip, which has always been my favorite. Talked about them quite a few times, and I'm really surprised that this didn't like take off, but I get it. I understand why he's not carrying them anymore. He has like a lot of other amazing scents to offer, but these have always been my favorite combined, and that is why I purchased these in the largest bottle possible. Generally when I put this on, this combination, I get a lot of positive results. I get a lot of people complimenting me, stopping me, saying, hey, you smell amazing, what are you wearing? And then I have to explain, and they're like, Gallagher Fragrances, what? Because most people don't know about like indie houses and whatnot. But yeah, so I have been pretty cautious at my new job. I started with a new company in February. And just so you have an understanding of what I'm dealing with, I work in a cubicle, an open cubicle, and we're divided into like sections of 4, but it's open flooring. So like when people walk by, and I'm in the front row, so when people walk by, like they get a good whiff of me, they see me, whatever. And because I just started there not too long ago, you know, I've been pretty conservative about spraying. You guys know I love to overspray, and I've been good. I've been really good. About a week and a half ago, I want to say, I wore these fragrances for the first time. And whenever I try something new at this place, I don't know, I walk into work and I'm like, is it gonna be a good day? It's gonna be a bad day. Sometimes people say great things, and then other days people generally say nothing. But on this one particular day, nobody said anything to me until like after lunch. All right, so I leave for work at about 8:20, and I spray myself down, go into work, take lunch at about 12:30, 1 o'clock, you know, 30 minutes, half an hour, or maybe sometimes an hour. I'll be out, and this was after lunch. Somebody was walking by my cubicle, and they're like, what's that smell? And not in like a really positive way, like when somebody stops you and like, oh my god, you smell so good. No, they're like, what's that smell? And she was literally going from like cubicle to cubicle asking people, and I heard her like I call them blocks, like 2 blocks over, because we're in groups, blocks of 4. And I was like listening, hoping somebody else would be like, oh, it's me or whatever, because sometimes some other people at my office, they do spray pretty heavily, and nobody else owned up to it. And then she ended up making her way over to my area, and she's like, it's you. And I was like, it's me? She's like, it's you. That's like the one thing that I always dread, is somebody like coming up to me and being like, yo, you smell bad, you know? But it wasn't that I smelled bad. She said that I drove her crazy all throughout the day, because everywhere she went in the office, she could smell me, because this stuff is like powerful. And again, even if you layer them all and you spray 1 to 2 times each on each of them, it's a lot. It is a lot. Like I put it on again today, and I'll go into that in a second, and I could still smell myself all day. And I was like, okay, what's wrong with what I'm wearing? And she told me that I smell like an old lady. And I was like, excuse me? I smell like an old lady? She said, yeah. And she said it reminds her of a fragrance, or like a few fragrances that her mom used to wear. And then everybody, like, it was weird. It was like people started coming over from other blocks, cubicle blocks, and like what's going on? And I had them smell me, and it was like a mixed reaction. Some people liked it, some people were like, eh. And I think that's why one of my coworkers gave me that roller ball, because they kind of felt bad. And that particular person sits like right behind me, and I'm like, no, you smell great. But there were a few that were like, ugh, not really digging this combo. So I let it, you know, I let the day go by, and I was like, you know, maybe it was a bad day, right? So this week, today, I said, I'm gonna try it again, because maybe she was having a bad day. She was just like looking to pick on something, because some people are like that, right? Did the same thing, sprayed twice each fragrance, left the house, and I get into the office. It's quiet, she's not there. 9 o'clock rolls around, she comes into the office. She walks by my desk to go to a printer, and then she comes back. And on the way back, she says to me, you're wearing it again, aren't you? And I said to her, you could smell it again? She's like, yes, I know that perfume. I could smell it again. You're wearing that same thing again, aren't you? And I said, honestly, yes. I'm just testing you because I didn't know if maybe you were having a bad day, your nose was extra sensitive. She's like, no, it's disgusting. So pretty much, I'm not gonna wear these to work anymore. It's just gonna be like a weekend fragrance because it didn't go over well. I'm not trying to get written up at work for offending people. But it's just funny because she's like the only one that complains about this scent. And normally it wouldn't be a problem like if she was like on the whole other side of the office, but she's literally in like one of those 4 cubicle blocks next to me. So, and she has to pass me like 10 times a day. But like other people stopped me. Like there's 2 people in particular that stopped me like, oh my God, you smell so good today. So it's really hit or miss. But I just thought it was funny because every time I try on something new now, I'm like scared. Are people gonna love it or are they gonna hate it? And it also makes me wonder, not with this in particular, because this fragrance, you know, I've always loved it from the second, like from first spray, I fell in love. But there's some other scents that I own. For instance, like Mancera Wild Leather, that the first time I smelled it, I honestly did not like it. I couldn't stand it, and it took me like 2, 3 wearings to, you know, appreciate it and like it. And now I love it. I can't get enough of it. But it almost makes me wonder like how other people perceive the fragrance that I'm wearing, or that, you know, we wear. Like, is our initial reaction the one that's really true? Like, are we just wearing fragrances over and over again and like convincing ourselves that we smell good? I don't know. It's something that I've been thinking about a lot lately. But anyway, that's pretty much all I have for you guys today. My one and only complaint at this new office so far. And yeah, it's a shame because this is one of my favorite scents in my whole collection. Well, not scents, but my combination of fragrances in my whole collection. I love to layer these 3 together. Do you guys have any like similar stories that you could share? I know, who else got written up? We're in trouble. I think Smurfy Girl got in trouble one time. I remember her writing a story up about it, telling a story about it, but such a shame, right? Hope you guys enjoyed this. Next week we will resume with reviews as normal. Just as a side thing, if anybody's interested, put it in the comment section down below. Since we moved into this new house, I have been experimenting a lot. I'm not like making fragrances or anything like that, but I've been cleaning a lot with like essential oils and stuff like that. I've been trying to go a little more natural with things. So if you're at all interested in that, let me know and I could do like a whole special thing on that. Till next Friday, guys. Bye.